Like, you know what Ty Lopez is? I know people have different
Yeah,
opinions.
Well, shout out to Sean Bossel, like the guy who does a lot of his marketing. Sean and I are like pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, but Ty's dope. People give him shit, but
Okay,
like,
cool. I just wanted to make sure he was like an anti-Ty guy.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty Ty guy. I went on his course called 67 Steps.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite lessons from that was, it's going into something else now. He said like build forgiveness into the land, where like you add so much value.
Yeah.
Because, pardon my French, but I fuck up all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
We all do.
I tell the team, I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've never been in this position. I've never been responsible for so much. You know what I mean? I don't have a job to fall back on. I'm really here every day.
Yeah.
So, but because the team believe in what I do,
Yeah.
they'll let certain things slide, right?
Yeah.
But what do I want to talk about? DeFi. Let's get into
No. You said about the soft landing and Ty Lopez. What point were you going to make there?
Sorry, say that again?
The soft landing and 67 steps. What point were you going to make there about Ty Lopez?
Oh, I just wanted to share one of his lessons. Building forgiveness into the land. Just basically doing a lot of great work.
Yeah.
And then for any time that you fall or make a mistake,
Yeah.
you know, the team knows your heart was pure anyway.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you think NFTs are valuable, and then why do you think this first iteration has been like such a shit show of non-value?
Okay, so are you asking me what I think an NFT is in my opinion?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously the cliche, NFT, non-fungible token. The word fungible means replaceable. So non-fungible means non-replaceable. NFTs, I said this time again, could have been called NRTs, which would be much easier to understand, right?
Yeah.
But it's not sexy.
Yeah.
So all it is just a smart contract, and the intricacy of that smart contract is dependent on the seller. So I know you're not a fan of the ape collection, but the intricacy of that smart contract is you have the intellectual property rights to do anything you want with the ape, right? So I believe NFTs is going to change the whole world in the sense that, like Gary said, every plane ticket is going to be an NFT. And what's interesting is, in the world we live in now of e-commerce, what the e-commerce platforms get, they get our email, so they can advertise to us. But you can't drop assets in an email.
Yeah.
The great thing about NFTs is the information you get is a wallet address.
Yeah.
And you can drop assets into that wallet.
Yeah.
So yeah, with regards to my opinion on NFTs, I hate the state of the market.
Yeah.
Right. So forgive me if I'm wrong. I believe these figures are correct. But the NFT market in 2020 generated 0.1 billion, so $100 million in terms of price sold during that time. Then 2021 is 22 billion. By the end of this year, it's predicted, according to the Masari paper, which you all should read, it's going to be $150 to $200 billion market. So that's 0.2 trillion. But that's so small.
Yeah,
right?
small.
Small contracts going to change the world. So that's my opinion on the NFT market is I don't like the public state of the NFT market, but I'm very, very excited, and I try and keep on top in terms of where this technology can go, including but not limited to real estate, right, medical, finance, whatever. But because I say I'm not a trader first, I'm not an investor first, I'm an entrepreneur first.
You see the opportunity,
Yeah, I'm in the business of trying to operate in Web3 and specifically smart contract deals. Yeah. Like I'm looking, like we got, the smart contract deal that I broke down where we're going to be taking percentages of the mint. I'm just looking, as a company, we're heavily focused on, and Charles Keach as well, who's also, so every single week, my dad is now mentoring him as well. So he's doing
solidity.
Yeah. So I'm just, as a business operator, trying to find the people that want the custom smart contracts and providing that solution.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It was a great breakdown.
Yeah. What about yourself?
What in terms of?
Just as NFTs.
I think that it's like I think a lot of people just like to communicate in new ways. I see it as a new way of communication. I see it as the ball's in your court. What are you gonna do with it?
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it special. A lot of people still don't understand it, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand the value behind it. But there's a lot of people that are in it for a quick flip. Yeah. But they don't understand that once they put that money in there, and if it goes up, you better take your money out. Otherwise, it's gonna flat down. Yeah. Unless it's a blue chip. So I feel like the utility is what makes it special. The art doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It could, like, people are selling NFTs with flipping childhood drawings or
Yeah.
what. I'm not hitting on Gary Vee or nothing.
Shout
But
V fans.
like people, I've seen. I'm not even talking about Gary Vee. I'm seeing like literally like drawings that I could draw on my foot, like, and they're selling for thousands.
Yeah.
And they have no utility.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of people are in that space. A lot of people are creating NFTs just because it's popping right now, and that needs to change. There needs to be more utility and more real world use cases. Like with anything with blockchain technology, we're always looking for scalability and real world use cases. What's it doing in the real world? How's it helping people? And what is it giving to people? You know?
What do you think the real value of NFTs are?
I think that the real value, like, for example, in the music industry, like Nas dropping a song and giving royalty to his music, like, that would make your fan base so much more strong. It's giving back to your fans. I feel like doing things like that and extending yourself out further, and I feel like that's where the power is at, really. Like, extending yourself out further and using it as a creative source to expand and also allow people to interact more, you know?
And to add to that, the real value of NFTs is, to me, is the opportunity for ownership. In one line, the opportunity of ownership.
Yeah, that's what's important. I feel like that's what blockchain technology is about as well. Mainly, just everyone having ownership, you know? Like, even stuff like DAOs as well.
Yeah. And,
like, communities actually, like, curating the coin and what they do with it and things like that. That's important. It's ownership. I feel like, that's what really makes blockchain technology so special as well, you know?
I wanna go on to two assets.
Okay.
Right. So, how much do you know about Coinbase?
The company?
Yeah. Have you read the earnings reports?
Yeah.
Were you impressed?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Interesting opinion.
Tell me what were you impressed about?
I was impressed. I was impressed at the growth of their users. I was impressed about the growth in their revenue.
Growth in revenue was. It made me raise our eyebrows. Yeah, it's solid. User base, I wasn't surprised by, though. Because it was just on trend with the growth of crypto.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, like, phenomenal company. I have no issue with them.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised. I'll say that I wasn't surprised when I saw the user growth.
Okay.
Because it's like, where else would be the safest option for most people?
Where else?
Going back to the marketing thing, like, even if you, let's say, you go to crypto.com, most people that are over 28 probably may not want to touch crypto.com.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it as a land grab, the same way like TD Ameritrade, E-Trade did back in the day. Who is going to be able to amass the biggest amount of people? And I think that was an easier landing for them. So I think they've done phenomenal, but I wasn't surprised by the growth.
And then another fact is, and one of the representative, so you know that, like, U.S. Congress and crypto thing that happened is like a 4-hour thing. Yeah. So I watched one of them, and then one of the ladies who was representing Coinbase, I wish I knew her name off the top of my head. She literally stated that Coinbase own approximately 12% of all crypto, 98% of which is in cold storage.
Jesus Christ! What?
So you didn't know that?
I didn't know 12%. No.
12%, right? So as soon as I knew that, so
that goes back to your owning a business and equity.
Yeah. Right.
Part 12% of all crypto.
98% of which is in cold storage. So that's basically saying that 11% of crypto is in cold storage. Now, I'm pretty sure she's not lying to U.S. Congress.
Yeah.
Right? I'm pretty sure that's a strong fact, right? So it's that, the earnings report, the fact that they are the only crypto exchange on the stock market. I don't know if Binance or Crypto.com will go on the stock market anytime soon. FTX, Swissborg, whatever. Coinbase is like a really huge stock pick for me. That's biggest holdings for me is Nasdaq, Microsoft, Apple, Coinbase. They're like my top 4. Like obviously, we always know long term Nasdaq, Apple, Microsoft, 2 tech, 2 index. I'm actually in 1 index. So Coinbase stocks are a top pick because, well, I was very impressed by the earnings report. I love the fact of the growth of the institutional. The institutional growth was insane. Yeah. Also, I'm sure you're very, very familiar that there's Coinbase and Coinbase Pro, right? Yeah. So I don't even understand why most people don't even know there's Coinbase Pro. There's literally zero reason to ever use Coinbase.
That's a good point.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because like the fees on Coinbase are what, 7%, 9%? Insane.
I don't like Coinbase
But on like
fees.
but on Coinbase Pro it's like 0.5%.
Yeah.
Right? And Coinbase Pro is free. For anyone who doesn't understand, Coinbase Pro is free and it's an interchangeable app. So you download Coinbase, you log in, and then when you get Coinbase Pro, they're linked together. And then you just use Coinbase Pro. It's just the UX is not as user friendly, but you can learn.
Yeah.
Right?
But from a business perspective, we know most people don't want to learn, and the least friction you have is better.
Yeah.
Same with Robinhood. Robinhood isn't the best app, but it was the smoothest for most people in comparison to like TD Ameritrade or Thinkorswim, right?
Well, we've never been on Robinhood because it's not available.
Or trading 212. Even
Yeah,
like
trading 212 is great.
like,
in my
but
opinion.
I don't think if you gave it to a 3-year-old wouldn't be able to navigate it as easily. So that user interface and UX does matter.
Yeah.
And if we look in aggregate, there may be a 20x difference in the company.
Definitely.
So,
I think
so the
Coinbase.
seamless is great.
Are you aware of Swissborg? Swissborg.
No.
It's one of our favorite applications. We sniped it super early in January 2021. They're coming up now. I think user base. I think we sniped them when they had like 100,000 users.
Wow.
Now they're on about 1 million.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Swissborg in our community. We really push it. We say it's the best beginner crypto application.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I can say this because we've really been in the trenches. We've tried almost every single app, FTX, Gate.io, KuCoin. Like, not many people can say. The thing is, like, people have their favorite crypto apps, but how many people can say that I tried 20?
Not many.
Right? So I just tried almost all of them.
All of them, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, just reverse engineer it. If I didn't know shit, which one would be?
Where did
the
your
best
love
pick?
for researching to know this much come from, though? Is it from being broke and never wanted to go back to that again, or like what's
Yeah. Like it's because one of the best things that ever happened to me was to go, and I'm 26 now, February 2022, turning 27 in June 2022. I say things like this because for the podcast, I think it's good to I made a habit of like audio stamping things in terms of dates. That's why I do that for future record. But yeah, my biggest motivator was going broke in summer 2020 at 25 and feeling like I've had a real good come up from like 19 to 24. So why am I broke now?
Yeah.
And it's just literally because I didn't stack assets.
Yeah.
And now all I ever think about is, I don't even like saying the word money. I try and avoid that. All I think about is building wealth. Wealth, equity, business, entrepreneurship. Those words.
And with you being like
money.
the referral king prior, is that why you love NFTs now? Because I can see like the connection between the two. Is that why you like NFTs? Because you can do like referrals at scale, pretty much, and have equity coming in off the projects, or have you made the link between?
I've never even thought about it like that. Never thought about it like that. I like referrals because it's very. I mean, I'm very social, so people gravitate towards me. And with regards to the referral game, it's just no one really talks about it. Like one of the best ways to make money in crypto is by signing up people to your Binance account. And then when you go to Binance, there's several referral options. There's one where they take 20% and you take 0. So basically, on Binance, it's a 1.8% fee, right? So for every $1,000 or £1,000 you spend, that's $18 or £18, right? So 20% of that is $360. Yeah. Right. So if you get a high net worth individual that's spending 5 figures a month, times that by 100 people. I consistently make a lot of money through Binance referrals. Yeah. And I've seen, it's 2022, no one talks about it. Yeah. Like, so they've got different codes where if it's your friend, they take 20%, you take 0, or you can do 10-10 or 5-15 or 15-5, whatever ratio. And either you get all the cash back, they get the cash back, or a mix of both. And they give you not the cash back, the commission in random crypto at their discretion. Okay. But then there's the button where you just convert it all to BNB. Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
So there's one asset I wanna put you on. And
Please do. Thank you.
No problem. So have you tapped into crypto gaming and played to earn?
Not
yet. So do you understand the concept of why it's changing the world?
No, tell me.
Okay, so are you a gamer? Have you ever been?
My brother is. Shout out to my brother. Yeah. I game a lot, like, and Xander is too. So like.
Okay. So I've never been a gamer, but one of the biggest flaws of gaming is that people pay to play games, they own in-game assets that they can't take out, and they can't monetize on it.
Okay.
Right? So you're consistently feeding a system that never ever pays you back. I guess it pays people back in happiness, but it never financially
That's
pays
most
people
industries
back.
though. Music industry, film, TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, of course,
Yeah.
because that's why we go to the cinema,
Yeah.
right, etc. And that's why we listen to music, not really to make money. But play to earn is so interesting because it's the concept of playing for the most part, it's free. Most blockchain games are like completely free, and you can earn crypto in the game. You can build NFTs in the game, and send the assets out. So just conceptually changing the world.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So the biggest games right now in the top 100 are Decentraland, The Sandbox, YGG, aka Gala Games, Axie Infinity, and Enjin.
Yeah.
Right? I'm gonna say my theory. If I'm wrong,
So be it. Yeah.
I'm not the master.
Yeah.
I'm with the master, so I'm still the student. I'm not even the master in my company.
That's a good.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm the co-CEO, and this is why I wish my business partner was here. His fundamentals are stronger. His technical analysis is stronger. He's literally 6 years old. It makes sense, right? So yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm gonna spit my game, and then you can fact check me. You can say whatever. But I believe Enjin's gonna perform the best. Why? So because first of all these other companies have been formed post 2012. So 2012, 2015, 2018. I believe Gala Games 2018. I believe Sandbox, Decentraland, and Axie Infinity around 2015, 2016, right? Enjin is fundamentally, in my opinion, the strongest because of a few things. First of all, they've started since 2009, so they're the oldest, right? And this is how you know the market's manipulated, because they're the oldest company, they have the least invested in it. So Enjin's the furthest down, right? But they're the oldest company. Second of all, the CEO and CTO from 2009 are the current CEO and CTO today. So that's 13 years in the trenches, right? So that's good.
Yeah.
Now this is the punchline. Okay, most people, I had to go deep to find this. The CTO, called Widom Radomski, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, right? Something along the lines of Widom Radomski. If I didn't say that correctly, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. However, the significance of him was that in 2018, he coded, and some tech nerd might correct me on this, he at least co-coded, and this is documented if you dig deep, the ERC155 code, which is basically the NFT code, right? So there's basically no NFTs without the CTO of Enjin. Now, the tokenomics. Now I don't know what the word is for NFT-nomics, right? But it's not. No one even talks about this. But it's so interesting because in order to mint an NFT in Enjin Coin, and I'm not seeing this anywhere else, right? You have to lock up Enjin Coin. You have to lock up actual coins in the NFT.
Wow.
What that makes it is it makes it a liquid asset.
Yeah.
Because NFTs are not a liquid asset because you have to sell them, right? You can buy, like an NFT can be 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 in terms of sales.
Yeah.
You can buy it for 1 ETH and it never even sells for the 0.1 because it's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
With Enjin, you have guaranteed value because you have to lock coins inside the NFT, and when somebody buys it, they can destroy your NFT and get the coins. So if you lock 1,000 coins in here, it obviously has some value because Enjin Coin has value, right? And they've got a partnership. They've got a partnership with Microsoft. And then what's interesting is because coins have to be locked up, obviously price equals market cap divided by circulating supply, right? But as Enjin becomes more popular, more coins are taken out of the supply and into the game. So it reduces the supply. So as Enjin gets more popular and more people play the game and more people create NFTs in the system that are liquid assets, mind you, it takes away from the circulating supply, pushing up the price. And this is how I know the whales are playing. Because how is something with this strong fundamentals have 12x less invested in it than Dogecoin? Right? Or 10x or something like that. Don't quote me exactly, but how have all these new projects like Axie Infinity, I understand Axie is cool, it's a cool game, like I get it, I get why it has value. Decentraland, the Sandbox, I get it, but it doesn't make sense to me the one with the strongest fundamentals has the least invested in it. I think it has the most space to grow. And yeah, I always plug that because I want to be historically right with Enjin coins. So
That's
yeah, have a look at that system.
I definitely will.
But yeah, with like, I'd be super interested. You know, I know you're super busy. Like, your
I'll make
evaluation in terms of, right, YGG, Decentraland, the Sandbox, Axie Infinity, and Enjin, right? Which one you think? That's some homework for Ian. Has the strongest fundamentals, and I'm gonna be very surprised if you don't agree with me with Enjin.
Okay.
So I think it's a very interesting time because Enjin, in my opinion, has the strongest fundamentals, but it's the least invested in.
You think
with the smallest market cap.
Microsoft will integrate that, and that's part of the reason why they did the acquisition of Activision? We talk offline.
I don't even have an answer for that straight away. He hit me with the answer that I can't answer, but that's why I'm not the master. That's why I'm not the master. But yeah, I'd be super interested.
I'm gonna research that.
Yeah, I just thought I'd push that in your kind of.
Please.
You know what I mean? Your kind of attention sphere, because so many things must be taking your mind. But yeah, Coinbase and Enjin stock. Let's end this with XRP.
Yeah.
And I'll let my guy.
I've been waiting to have this conversation.
Yeah.
I've been waiting.
XRP guy.
What's your opinion on XRP?
Tell me your opinion. And if they win this lawsuit, how much are they gonna go up?
I think that
You can.
We're on the same side of the coin. I just want to make it salacious for the content.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, XRP is one of a small group of currencies that can basically facilitate the banking systems. They could be the next world reserve currency, which means that they'll be running through about 6 trillion a day through the coin.
Well,
Yeah, right.
You think the government will ever let that happen?
I think they're definitely trying to stop it.
Yeah.
I think they're definitely slowing things down and making things hard, but the way that they're going about it, it's just exposing them more. And I feel like that in itself is slowly unfolding throughout this year, and I think that as it's unfolding, more and more people are realizing, like, yo, all of these things are being manipulated. Everything's manipulated.
Yeah.
And these guys are, and like even a project like that to have such potential, and for it to be at its price how it is now, and for there to be a community that is the XRP community, the XRP army that's just investing, and pretty much no one knowing about it, it's insane to me, you know.
Yeah.
But what's your opinion on XRP, and do you think it's the next world reserve currency?
I don't know if it'll be the next world reserve currency, but I think it has like one of the best use cases for utility.
Yes.
And I think in the last 3 months, with everyone starting to understand what's happening with the case, people are asking some serious questions. Even on the retail side, like, why are they throttling the growth of this? And I understand the securities thing and everything, but it's like, if you let Dogecoin run that much and all these meme coins, then why would you throttle this one?
Yeah.
That's definitely a sign that it has a use case and it could disrupt.
Exactly that.
Yeah. The system for sure. So I think it's definitely a dark horse.
Yeah.
I think if they win this case, though, it'll go up like 25x.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that XRP is. It's like, I feel like it's that hidden gem in the market. I feel like the community and everyone that's pushing it is really just got their eyes on this case, just really looking at what's going on, and and also the whales are buying up as well, you know.
Yeah.
They've been, even a couple of weeks ago, they've been buying up 30 million little slide.
Yeah.
What does that go to show? Like, it's gonna pop. It's just pressure just popping off. It's getting more pressure.
Same in 2016 when all the banks was like, we hate Bitcoin. We'll never invest in it. Wow, they were investing.
Oh, don't get me started with the banks, man. Me and the banks. Hey!
Yeah, but then, but even back to strategy.
Yeah.
No one should reveal in public what their real strategy is. There's always that game of manipulation of, I'll show you this and then do this behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I think it could be one of those cases where man, they win this case, this thing will definitely go to the moon, and it has staying power.
Yeah.
After, so I'll be interested to see. But 2016, same thing happened with Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Every institution hated it, and they were investing in it and building
Exactly.
positions up privately.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that what I was saying about the whales buying up more. These are private investors that already have XRP, and they can't get it any other way other than the escrow of the billion coming out every month.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing as the Bitcoin miners selling their company, going public, and then taking that money and buying more Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It's just like, this is just the way they play the game.
Yeah.
You know, and they're just slowly accumulating, and there's like this theatrical going on in front for everyone to be scared and not invest.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that happens a lot with a lot of the assets, and
Absolutely.
that's why it's important to look at the fundamentals and look at the real use cases within the world. And XRP can actually facilitate what it's actually designed. If you read a white paper, it's actually made for banks. And like, yeah, a lot of people don't do the due diligence to actually look and understand, like, yo, like, this is really happening in the world right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the community is strong, and it's going to be a very interesting journey to watch. But yeah.
Yeah. The upside can be amazing. If there's like one video, one book, one paper on Ripple, which one would it be? If they're not going to read the main white paper.
I think following the case is important. Like, looking at the way that the SEC has approached XRP, what they've said within the documentation, because it's all public, and also how they've been denied, and like they recently got denied. Like, where have they been denied and why have they been denied? And also, sort of what game are they trying to play? Like, I feel like understanding that will then open people's eyes to the world and sort of how these large institutions operate. And yeah.
Yeah, the case is fascinating. You guys should read it. It reads like a movie.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, it sounds almost fake.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you realize, like, there's no way this is actually happening. But I'm interested to see in the next 2 or 3 years, like, what's going to happen.
Definitely,
and the impact it'll definitely have on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just I want your second take on this. I always say to people with XRP, because it's so sensitive, but it has so much potential. I say to people, like, you know, keep 10. I mean, I know you disagree, but yeah, I always say there's never financial advice. In my opinion, just keep under 10% of your portfolio in XRP, because if it does the 25x, that's your whole portfolio doing 2.5x.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What percentage do you think? Or are you?
Oh, he's all in.
I'm heavy XRP. I'm not gonna cap. I'm heavy into XRP. Because I've been following the case.
It scares me.
I've been following the case for a long time, and I think it's just like, the case, is it even a case? Like, like what they're pushing, is it really? Are their points hitting? And they ain't hitting. I don't think they're hitting. So I really believe in the project, and I really believe in the growth of it. So that's why I'm so heavy in. But yeah, I like, obviously diversifying is important.
Yeah.
Like, I make most of my money staking, like, and compounding. So that's,
so you can afford the risk.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So if you cannot afford the risk, please don't do it.
Cash flow.
Yeah.
Cash flow.
Yeah.
Most important thing I'll say when investing as well, cash flow. And also have a percentage of your portfolio in a stable, not USDT.
USDC?
Yep, USDC, not USDT. Just please don't. But yeah, that's pretty much it really with XRP. And yeah, what's your opinion on like DeFi and like the altcoins and that sort of space? Like, are you looking at micro caps? Are you?
I am, but I want to talk to you privately about some of the DeFi. One of the things I want to kind of like stress, even with the master investor title, like, and he said it about being a student. Yeah. The master investor thing was like a marketing angle. Yeah. I feel I've earned that title, but I got great by learning.
Yes.
I do think the altcoin and DeFi could disrupt all of banking and all of the hedge fund space.
Yes.
The number one reason why, no one is given high enough returns.
Yeah.
So even when you see with the growth of Doge, the growth of people are like, okay, great. You guys told me 7 to 12% a year for 50 years.
Yeah.
And now I've seen people get 300% in a week. There has to be more.
Mm-hmm.
Kathy was on to something really special, but by being an active investor, it ruined her philosophy. And then also her being a woman. Of course, I said before anyone knew she was going to get attacked.
Yeah.
We are entering a world where people want higher gains.
Yeah. Facts.
So the baseline has to be like 30% return.
Facts.
Minimum.
Yeah.
People really want 500 to 3,000% return. And I was saying this in 2015 with like my motto that I call hyper acceleration. Like people really want like 4 to 5,000% growth per year.
Yeah.
That's why I'm always like, okay, so what mechanisms can help get there? DeFi for sure, especially with the model you talked about. And the altcoins, people want that, but if we can get those kind of high returns, let's say like pre-seed angel investing, but inside of equities with trading and investing, the world like is our oyster. That's why I tell you, focus on trading and investing, running the business. Because the other parts don't matter. And then even if you build a model, let's say hypothetically, I'm able to get 4,200% return. For safety, I don't want to take over every hedge fund. Let me partner with.
Yeah.
Give me 50 billion.
Yeah.
Great.
50 bill.
I keep 45%, you get 55, and you get all the credit.
Yeah.
Sell off into the sunset. I think the biggest mistake that some assets or coins are making, they want to overthrow. You can't overthrow an empire. You have to work with the empire and then overthrow from inside. So everyone's like beating on the chest. Like if I say, man, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna shoot up your block, this is your territory. Listen, I don't want anybody to have issues. But when you declare war, and when you're talking about transferring trillions of assets, that is a declaration of war.
100. Yeah.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. 100.
You're asking to be killed.
Yeah.
My thing is like, let me just help the hedge funds be quiet, get in and out. You take all the credit. Just let me have my money. I'm fine.
That's it.
And be good. So that's the lane that I think DeFi is going to open up the lane for like hyper growth and investing. And if it can be done safely, it's game over.
That's the thing as well about the safety in DeFi, because there's a lot of projects that look great, and that like you look at it and you're like, yo, that's gonna do something crazy. You even if you do the tokenomics or the maths behind it, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But are they gonna deliver?
Yeah.
That's the most important. Are they gonna deliver? Are they actively working and doing things and updating and actually doing these things? Because like a lot of things with early crypto projects, it's just talk.
Yeah.
Even in white papers, it's just talk.
It's talk.
Like they're just talking. It's just air. Like, it's. I think the most important thing to look at is actually what they've accomplished and what they are building towards, and how quickly are they reaching these goals.
Yeah.
You know. So.
And what they accomplished prior, and like you said, who's actually putting their money behind them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you're not getting a quality angel or quality VC,
Yeah.
project probably isn't that quality.
Exactly.
So you have to look at that chain, but it's the same business over and over again. Like even back when my great grandmother, like you can put money in the bank and get 15% return.
Yeah.
Back in those days.
Yeah, it's like it was amazing. Like you almost didn't even need to invest. I think there's a huge opportunity for either a coin or project to partner with the bank, because the bank is going to grab them up because they want to say to their clients, hey, I can get you 20% return.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah.
There's huge opportunity.
Yeah.
There. So I want us to look for those opportunities and continue to build and focus on that, opposed to being revolutionary, because most revolutionaries get killed. There's no value in that. No value in that. If you really build and really want to help your family and friends for generations, you need the capital to do so. That's why I say there's no such thing as being free. Even as much money as Bezos has, it's a security team of 30 people. Then you have to treat those 30 people well, so they don't try and get you from the inside.
And his wife is flirting with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leo, a good choice. You know what I mean? You can buy the muscles, but then it's going back to swag, being comfortable. There's always a different challenge you're going to have to face.
Yeah.
And there's always someone better.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why, man, so stay on your purpose. If you have someone special, lock in, but never fall off your craft, because the moment you fall off your craft, The Rock or Jason Momoa or Idris, somebody's going to come along who is not, or Leo, who isn't off their craft, that may make her swoon or thrive just a little bit.
Yeah.
Stay on your game.
That's
No matter
it.
what.
Major game.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're getting a wrap-up single.
Let's wrap up there. Let's just get some final words in. So final words I'd like to say is, first of all, this is the greatest piece of Blockchain Sensei content ever to date. Oh, look at this camera for sure. I'm so sad that my co-founder Michael Harding wasn't here, but
Yeah, I wish you could have been here.
you know, shouts Keish every time. You know what I mean? Shouts Keish every time.
This morning.
This morning. Blockchain Sensei, one of the greatest Black and Asian owned wealth education academies, Web3 solutions, NFT agencies on planet Earth. That's what I'm gonna keep saying. Yeah, keep building wealth in abundance, understand the value of asset acquisition, be in the business of understanding before investing. People ask me, should I invest? I say, do you even understand?
Yeah.
Can you even define what blockchain is? Why do these assets have value? When you understand that, you start dripping into the assets, you start acquiring the assets, think about making the money last. Understand first. When you understand, like I tell people, if you're asking me where should I invest or should I invest, you don't even understand.
Yeah.
Once you I tell people, try going through the blockchain rabbit hole, the crypto rabbit hole, try and not invest. How about that?
Yeah.
Try not invest once
that's a great
you
point.
understand.
Yeah.
That's my final words. Onto the man then.
Yo, I'll say, yeah, just look at acquiring assets. Do something called dollar cost averaging. So just buy into the same asset, like something solid like Ethereum. Buy into that bit by bit. That's someone who's working a job, who's the average Joe, like who's just earning the income. Make sure that you're putting a small percentage of that into assets and just building that up. And learn from that as well. Like, learn from watching that. Don't take your money out. Never take your money out of the market. And just understand the growth and also the dips. And be comfortable with it. That's what I have to say.
Just add to that, obviously, don't take out initially. When you get good, you can learn to take out and buy back in.
Yeah.
Not never take out, but
Yeah.
initially in the
But
early
hold
days,
for the long
just,
term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, man. But yeah. You go, Mike.
Investing is simple. Hold for the long term. That's every asset class. Businesses invest in real estate, crypto, businesses, commercial real estate, water, land, spices. Hold minimum 20 years.
Oxygen.
Oxygen. So that's every asset class. Please hold. Number 2, believe that you're worthy to have the ability to be free. A lot of it is really just mindset. Third, you have to set a goal that's big enough that's going to drive you towards something. So whatever your goal is now, make it 10,000 times bigger. Because if you have a goal, let's say make 500 pounds a day, that may not be enough to really even motivate you to get up. You need a big enough goal. And then lastly, no matter what anybody tells you, the only way to freedom is through business, investing, and having equity. If anyone offers you any deal, you guys got sponsors or no on the show?
No.
Never have sponsors. This is why. Why would you do a sponsorship deal with a brand and they give you 2,000 pounds a month, and that is really an endorsement, but endorsement deal goes for millions, but they're going to make hundreds of millions on the back. Because if not, if let's say you get to 3,000 employees, if only 13 of you know how to invest and run a business, they are really a liability.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm spending a lot of my time leveling up the financial literacy of the team. So
Gotcha.
the Discord manager,
Yeah.
I'm teaching him.
Yeah.
Right? The researcher, I'm teaching her how to research. What is the standard that we want?
Yeah.
So yeah, my number one job right now, because we've upscaled from like 6 to
14?
Six to it's actually 15
Mm-hmm.
now.
15.
Yeah, six to 15. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're starting 2 more shows on top of the Monday and Friday. Every second Sunday, starting the 6th of March, we're doing a real estate show. So my guy Zishan with the black hat.
Yeah.
He's got 2 properties, one in King's Cross,
That's
one in
fire.
Glasgow. Yeah, he flew over from Scotland, so he's doing a real estate show every second Sunday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. starting the 6th of March. Then Ollie's gonna do a show on Tuesdays. Every 2 Tuesdays on mergers and acquisitions. So we're actually team 16 now.
There you
We
go.
need to have 2 more people on the page. So
Yeah.
my number one job right now is just to make sure that everyone is sharp and we have like a joint philosophy that we can work towards.
Final thoughts. There is no way to freedom without owning a business, investing in stocks, and having equity. So even for those of you that are doing podcasts, you shouldn't take sponsorship dollars. And everyone argues with me about this, right? But if you are taking a $2,000, 2,000 pound sponsorship, that's really an endorsement deal. And what you're doing, you're taking all of your life experiences, all of your trust, and putting it into a brand that you don't own. That is called prostitution. You should only endorse things that you own. So everyone will bring up Joe Rogan, and they're like, well, he does it. Joe Rogan owned part of On It. So it's easy to put an ad for something that you own, but if you begin to start to do sponsorship deals or lower tier deals, no one wants to give you equity. So make sure, business, investing, equity, that is the blueprint, no matter what anybody tells you. And if they tell you that this is wrong, they don't want you to be free. That's it.
We want you to be free.
That's it.
Signing now.
Love you guys.
Love.
Thank you. That was fun.
Oh, this is a new one.
Yeah. Gunning, clipping, running riddles when I flow shit. So persistence in the cycle, what can I do when they're trying to build a vibe and it's different to what life choose? I've been a wave up in the tide, what do I do? I'm quantifiable, those cigars, the boss's lies. Hey, what do I know? There's no